Alright folks, this week I figured we have a little fun, you know? As you can see in front of me, I have a tier list maker. From S to Dumpster Fire. I don't know what the fuck Fire Team Raven is, but we're gonna have a little fun. I'm gonna rank all the Halo games. Halo 1, Halo Combat Evolved. First game ever made. Revolutionized the FPS shooter genre. A compelling campaign, amazing score. Marty O'Donnell, God bless you, wherever you are right now. It was the game to own on Xbox. Problem today is that Halo 1 and its remake, its HD update, still the gameplay mechanics don't hold up. The level design, the music, it's all still there, but the way that everything operates at its core is just too early 2000s. So I'm gonna rank this at a B. Not bad, not super amazing though. Halo 2. It took Halo 1, a brilliant score, lengthy campaign with 2 characters that, you know, had decent stories, each their own. Made Xbox Live. Oh baby, man, Xbox Live was king. Would have to give this an A. Halo 3, we all know goes here, but let's talk about why. The campaign. It was the end of a trilogy. It tied everything up as neatly as it could, and if you were brave enough to beat on Legendary, well, you got a little sneak teaser to what potentially could be the future of Halo, if they so choose. Campaign missions, the music still holds up really well. Multiplayer even was the most refined of the original trilogy. Everything had a counter. If overshield was planted somewhere, you could best bet your ass that there was a power drain nearby to counter it. There were some disliked maps, of course, in the multiplayer, but overall, it's still the game I think that reaches most of our hearts today as Halo fans. Halo 3 ODST. If you ever wanted to be a ODST trooper, this game did it perfectly. Story, compelling. The music, of course, always there. Traversing the streets of New Mombasa after the events of Halo 2. Just seeing what it's like to be regular soldier. Rather, sorry, a slightly augmented soldier. But you just weren't as strong as a Spartan. You could die a lot faster. You were a lot weaker than opponents you were fighting. It was just, it blended it so well together. And Firefight, let's not forget about Firefight. ODST Firefight did it so perfectly. It was difficult, but difficult in a way that if you were alone, but all together with your squad, you could overcome anything. And that's what that's what it means to be an ODST, an orbital drop shock trooper. Giving this a solid A. Halo Reach. Halo Reach is different. It takes place chronologically before Halo 1, tells you the events that led up to Halo CE on the planet Reach. Campaign had a good story, although it had a predictable outcome. Everyone, if you read the novels, you knew what happened on Reach. You knew that there was going to be no happy ending, so the story could only go so many ways. On top of that, the multiplayer had a bloom element, which at this point we've had 3 Halo games where everything had a certain standard to it. Reach threw a completely different curveball. Does that make it bad? No, but it did leave a lot of disappointed expectations and a lot of Halo fans' minds, and as such, I think it's only correct that I give this a B. However, I put it before Halo CE. Halo Reach as a standalone game, if it wasn't a Halo game, I think would have been a solid A, possibly S choice. But given what we know about the previous Halo games, given what we know about what happens on Reach, the story was very predictable. And the multiplayer just wasn't what Halo fans wanted. Next, we have Halo Wars. Instead of a Spartan, you were a commander. You controlled the troops. You controlled the Spartans. You got to see what it was like to be at the head of the UNSC. Well, one problem. What wasn't true? Was the Spirit of Fire a real UNSC battleship? What about the Spartans? Were they even real? Who knows? It wasn't really explained that well. But it was a different take on the game. It wasn't terrible, but again, like with Reach, it's not what a lot of Halo fans wanted. It was good for a solid playthrough, but after that, I don't think a lot of people went back and redid it on Legendary or tried to get all the skulls or the achievements. Maybe they played multiplayer. Maybe. Next, we have Halo 4. It's Next, well, we have our Spartan assaults and our Spartan strikes. Why? Is Halo 4 not a big enough indicator that we didn't care about Palmer? We didn't care about these random ass fake budget Spartans. Oh well, we perfected the Spartan technology. We could mass produce them then. Like no one cared. The thing that made us so invested in Master Chief and Spartans, the Spartan 2s, is that they were rare. I don't want to be some clone. Why tier? Who asked for this? Why are these being made? Right, you know what? Fuck it. Fire Team Raven goes right there with it. We don't even need to do an analysis on that. But 2 games left. Halo Wars 2, Halo 5. To be honest, I never played Halo Wars 2, but I've heard great things. I've heard that the story ties in very well with the rest of the franchise, with respect to the original trilogy. I also hear that the Flood makes a return, and that definitely gets bonus points because that means 343 were listening when they made Halo Wars. They knew they needed to find a way to write the Flood back in after Halo 3. And they did it with Halo Wars 2. And even then, it is a game that looks very beautiful. They had very good DLC. It had a compelling story and a cliffhanger ending, which ties in to Halo Infinite. For that, I think it gets a solid B. Halo 5. Arguably, like, if not for Halo 4, the black sheep of the series. Not quite dumpster trash. I feel like C is too good for it, but I get why it was made. Let's talk about Halo 5 real quick. The marketing for the game, great. Beautiful marketing. Had this compelling idea that Locke and Master Chief were going to go at it. Spartan v Spartan. You know, something that we've been doing in multiplayer for years, but we never actually got to see. Then what happened when it showed up? We got this awful cinematic fight between John and Locke. Like, you could argue, well, it wasn't Spartan time, it was slowed down for us viewers, but like, it just looked like 2 old fat men fighting each other. It was so disappointing, and that was the best part of the game. I will give it props though. Its music was very good. Its multiplayer was also, in my mind, right for the time. But I think after Halo 4, we needed something that was bigger, better, just not another crappy Halo game. And well, that's why we are where we are with Halo Infinite. We're all in. We're trying to figure out what can make Halo great again. I'll tell you right now, it's something like this, with some modern elements like this, with respect to the characters in the game and the lore that's been established like this, but not too slow or rigid like Halo CE, but not too sweaty as Halo 2. Anyway, that is my tier list video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter if you'd like to shoot your ideas at me. Next week we'll be releasing the next stream highlights video. I hope to see you all there. I also stream daily on Twitch. Thank you so much for watching.